This was such an exciting month for me, and it was my best month to date full-time reselling. So let's jump into it. We're going to be talking about what sold, what things I'm looking forward to, and how you can do this yourself as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. I'm guessing most of you aren't because I know a lot of you that are already subscribed to me watch these what sold videos, but if you are new, make sure that you're subscribed so you can be updated about new content, and also give this video a little thumbs up down below to support my channel and be served up some more of my content. So my name's Erlia, otherwise known as martziechic, and I am a full-time reseller. I just started full-time reselling over the summer here, so this is still one of my very few months full-time reselling, but let me tell you, it was the best in terms of profits as well as gross margins. So we're going to be jumping into all of that today, including exactly how much I made, what my best and worst sales were, as well as what I've been doing to increase my profits over the past month. So just as a little bit of a background here, guys, I do make these videos monthly, so if you want to go and check my progress from last month, the month before, etc., I do have a whole playlist for you that I'll leave linked above and down below in the description. But if you want to go and check that out, you can, just to see how I've navigated this entire thing and what has not worked for me in the past. But like I said, this was my highest profit sales month to date, and also it's so exciting because I finally got monetized on YouTube. You guys, I've been waiting for this for so long, so I'm also excited to do a video on that if you guys want to see that, just about reselling YouTubers and how much you actually make, because I think that type of video could definitely be interesting and encouraging to some of you just starting on your reselling YouTube journey. But let me know if you want to see that. We are going to jump right into what sold this past month. So I'm going to be putting an image up on the screen next to me just so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these sales. I'm probably going to be talking about the worst ones here first, because I think it's important for you guys to know that everyone has bad sales. So I know it's so easy to compare yourself on social media and be like, oh my gosh, this person's making so much more than I am, but everyone has their failures, and so I think I need to highlight these before we even jump into the best ones, just to switch some things up a little bit for this video, but also just to be real with you guys. So my first sale that did not end up really well was this basic Abercrombie pink waffle like sweater top. When I got this, it was at the bins. I bought everything in bulk, and so this was still at the beginning of my reselling journey. It's been sitting in my closet for literally probably over a year now, so I was excited to get this one moved. I paid $2 for it. It sold for $11 from an offer to likers. So I automatically have offers on everything in my closet, so if someone goes and likes something, they'll get a 10% off offer with like discounted shipping. So on this one in particular, this is my worst sale of the month, and I only made $5.30. Now, I'm going to say something. It is still a step up from the previous month where I was losing, I think, $2 on an item, and that was my worst sales of the month. At least I was still making money this month on every single item that I sold. But it's still such a struggle because I'm moving from one business model to another business model. The one that I previously had, I would literally just take whatever I could get because I was only part-time. It was more of a hobby for me, so I didn't care as much about how much I was making. But now, since I rely on my sole income, you know, I have to be more picky about how I'm spending my money on items. So this one, you know, it wasn't total wash, and at least I was still making about $5 on the item, but it probably wasn't the best sale. The next two sales were tied for second and third worst, and the first one was an Urban Outfitters crop top. I sourced this from the bins, and I was hoping to resell it to a buy-sell trade store, but they didn't want it. So I sold this one for $10. I only paid $2, so I made $6. Not a total failure, I will say, but you know, not the best or the highest profit sale, as you guys will see in my best sales. Like I said, I'm switching from one business model to another, and you know, these failures have improved, but I would say that I could still do better on some of these basic ones, because I think I've said over and over again on my like worst sales, I at least want to be making it $10 per item, because then at least it's worth me shipping out the item and sourcing it. Even if it was a total fail sourcing, you know, I wouldn't feel as bad when I'm packaging up that item. And the third worst sale that I had was just this like waffle knit Urban Outfitters sweater. Again, Urban Outfitters is a really quick seller for me, so I did pick it up quite often, but this type of sweater is so oversaturated that it really didn't make sense for me to sell it at a super high price. So I'm going to stop picking up Urban Outfitters as a whole, I think. It's not really worth me to do all of that kind of work to only make that much per item. So for this one, again, I paid $2, I sold it for $10, and I made $6. Not terrible, but not my best. So like I said, guys, everyone has failures when they're starting reselling or really any type of business, so don't compare yourself on social media because you actually might not know what anyone else is making. I know it's so easy to see all of these package photos on Instagram or something and compare yourself to someone else, but you really don't know how much profit that person is making, and you actually might be making more than they do even in your reselling business. So I just would not compare yourself on that number scale and know that everyone's business is different. So now you guys probably want to know what were my best sales. So I'm going to be going in order of my least best, I guess, to my best sales of the month. So I'm going to be working backwards a little bit today. So the first one that I want to talk about was this cute little Spell and the Gypsy collective skirt. This one I paid $20 for at the buy sell trade store, and it sold on an offer on Poshmark. It sold for $95, so that means I ended up making $56. This was my first time finding Spell and the Gypsy collective, and I was actually so surprised to find it because I've never found it in the wild before, but also because in this store in particular, I almost never find anything, so it was just so random to find this item in this store, even though I was just popping in and out. So this was such a great sale for me. And you know, I'm mentioning this at the beginning of the list, so they just get better from here. But this one was one that I was personally super excited about. Now, I will say skirts are probably the least popular category on Poshmark, but just because this one was a specific name brand and something that was really in high demand, I did see this one go faster, even though it didn't really have that many likes on it. The second sale I want to mention here was a brand that was new to me that I also found in a buy sell trade store. This was super cheap, guys, but I knew it was high end just by looking at the label, and the brand is Alana Khan, if I'm saying that correctly, but it was just a denim tank top, and this one I actually picked up for $6, and it sold on an offer for $88, so that means that I made $64.40 just on this top. I'm convinced at this one store that they really don't know what anything is worth, but they do have a lot more high-end inventories, but honestly, I'll take whatever I can get. I think this is a really great sale and a brand that I will be looking out for in the future. The next sale you guys obviously know about, but that is One Teaspoon. It's a brand you should always be on the lookout for. I've sold their shorts and their jeans, but their jeans obviously now going into Q4 are going to sell the best. These were just a basic pair of jeans from them, but I paid $16 for them, and they sold for $100 outright, which I love. I always love it when I can get some full price sales, so that means that I made $67 on this sale. One Teaspoon is funny actually, because if you look at current trends in jeans, usually it's the high waist or, you know, the straight leg styles. But if you look at One Teaspoon, almost all of their jeans are low waisted and they're so baggy. So I find it funny that jeans like this can sell so well, but One Teaspoon is definitely a Bolo brand. If you haven't heard about it before, which I'm pretty sure most of you have, always pick up their jeans. Alright guys, we're getting into some good ones here. Again, this was my best month, so exciting here. The next one was a Misa Los Angeles tier dress. If you watched my Poshmark SEO video or like list with me video, I had this as my example. This ended up selling on an offer for $115. I paid $15 for it, and that means that I made $77 on this sale. I was so excited about this. This dress was absolutely stunning, and I can definitely see someone wearing this to like a wedding or something. So that's another thing that you guys should be looking out for, especially in this fall season. A lot of people like autumn weddings. So if you find anything for bridesmaids or wedding guests, file it under those sorts of categories. So put some keywords in those listings that might say formal or bridesmaid and see if those items go faster. That's at least what I've seen for some of my formal wear. But this dress was such a hit. I was very excited to be selling this one. The fifth one, I wish that these would have been in my size, but they were a pair of Dr. Martens platform boots. These had buckles all over them. I forget the exact style right now as I'm thinking about these. These sold on an offer. I think I had them listed at $160 or something, but someone came in really reasonably at $140 and I accepted on Poshmark. I paid $35 for these. They were practically brand new. I think they had little white scuffs right on the front, but it almost looked like no one had even worn them, so maybe they wore them once and then just gave them away. That means that I made $77 on the sale as well, and literally these sold within the hour. Like the minute I listed these, they were gone. So definitely Doc Martens, but specifically the platform Doc Martens are really high demand right now, and obviously so because they're boots, and for fall and winter people really want to have these. Another thing I could see people wearing these too are like the outside parties at college because they're so durable and they're cute. So if you find any of these, do pick them up to resell because I think that they'll go really fast for you guys as well. The sixth one was actually mentioned on my Instagram, but it was a Reformation emerald green dress. So a lot of you guys really love this, and this was more so of like a holiday dress. I thought this would go around Christmas time, but it actually just sold. I had paid $35 for this on an eBay auction. I know, if you guys watched my online sourcing video, I've been getting more savvy at that. But yes, I paid $35 for this and it sold for $150. Reformation dresses are always in high demand, especially for Q3, Q4. So do be on the lookout for those right now, especially the maxi styles. Those have been going pretty fast. That means that I made $85 on this sale. I could not be happier with the sale, honestly. I think modeling some of these items is good as well because this dress particularly did not have a style name. I searched high and low for it and I could not find it anywhere. So when I ended up listing this item, I did have a modeled photo of it on because I couldn't find a stock photo, and I honestly think that that helped me sell the dress so much faster. We're coming up into the final sales here, guys. The next one was actually an eBay sale. I know. So you guys know that one of my goals this past month was to list more on eBay to see if I can make some more sales. It did work. So I actually sold this Odell's maxi dress. I actually wore this in my top 10 dresses to sell video. So if you want to go look back on that, I've got a ton of Bola videos on my channel. But I've been wearing this, and this one sold on eBay for $134.40. It sold with a coupon. Again, I make so many videos, but this was another video I made about how to use coupons on eBay. So I had a 20% off coupon, which made it $134.40. I paid $15 for this dress. That means I made $101.93 after eBay fees on this dress. I think this was my first sale that I had made on the eBay platform for a while, so very happy about this one, and I'm glad that it went right now because this is definitely another style of dresses that I could see people wearing to weddings or special occasions or something. So this sale really encouraged me to keep cross-listing onto eBay. And then the third best sale that I had made on my platforms this past month was another Misa Los Angeles dress. This one was a black mini dress with embroidery all over it. I actually found this at a buy-sell trade store, brand new with tags, and it was only $10. So I sold this for $150, which means that I made $110 on this sale. You guys are gonna flip, but yes, I made $110 on the sale. I could not be happier. Again, I'm so blessed about the things that I've been finding and the things that I've been sourcing because I've been really consistent with it, so that makes it easier as well. But the sales have been so good for me right now. So this Misa Los Angeles dress was definitely a great score. I would definitely recommend you guys take some offers on these. I think I listed this one for $180 and someone offered for $150, so I did accept it. If someone offers you like a reasonable offer like that, do not feel the need to counter because if you're excited about that sale, take the sale. The next sale was actually an eBay sale for me again. So 2 of my top 10 sales this past month were actually on eBay. So if that doesn't encourage you to cross list, I really don't know what will. I actually ended up telling my mom about this because I was saying, you know, how much I really wanted this item to sell. And she was like, oh my gosh, you paid how much for this item? But I was like, no, like it will be worth it. And it was. So this was a naked cashmere new with tags cardigan. It was like a chunky cable knit cardigan that I found. I paid $69 for this. I had a $5 off coupon. It was originally $74. So I paid $69 for it, and it ended up selling for $263.91. So after fees and promoted listings, I made $142.10 on this listing. I am so excited for this customer to have this cardigan. Honestly, I would have kept it for myself. It was so soft. Like, this had to be the most comfortable thing you've ever put on your body. I loved it. So I'm so excited for this person to get this item. I just know that they're gonna love it. And my best sale of September was another buy-sell trade store find. This was insane, just insane. This item I paid $16 for, and it was an Iro Paris leather jacket, 100% leather, gorgeous in a nice pretty cream color. This sold outright for $368, making my profit $278 after Poshmark fees. This is a record for me. I think this was the highest item I've ever sold on Poshmark, so excited about this, but also it's the most profit I've ever made on an item. You know, when I mentioned those Freebird booties a couple of videos back in what sold, you know, those were a great sale as well because I only got those at the bins, but this had to be the most profit I've ever made on an item. So this was so exciting to me, and again, so encouraging because I've been working really hard to make sure that my ASP has been up and just to make some of these higher profit sales. So you guys are going to see here what I made this past month next. Okay, we're going to get into what I made in my best sales month yet. So I have my dashboard pulled up here, but I'm going to be telling you guys some of these numbers. So of course, before we even mention my sales, I made $8 on YouTube this past month. I know. Very exciting, very exciting. I'm so excited about being monetized. It's just so nice to be able to actually get monetized for content that I put on YouTube now because I do work really hard to make these videos, so that's great to me. And honestly, like, even making $8 on my channel is just something that's like insane for me to think about. But talking about my sales numbers specifically, my total revenue on Poshmark before fees or anything else was $5,436, and my eBay revenue was $586. So that means that my total revenue this past September was $6,021.71. This is before cost of goods, this is before fees, this is before taxes, all of that. I could not be more blessed. This was my best sales month ever. Like, I'm incredibly grateful. So my profit this past month, after taking all of that into consideration, except for taxes here, is $3,898.89. So that means I'm taking home about $3,100. So again, so incredibly grateful. You know, I had my goal set a little bit above this, and actually I was kind of mad when I didn't reach 4K because I thought I could, but you know, we're almost there, and if it wasn't literally for some sales that were canceled, I probably would have reached that benchmark as well, but that's totally fine. I made 90% of my sales on Poshmark and actually 10% on eBay, which is surprising. So you guys are gonna see here, my sales that I made on eBay were only 6 items. And you know, this is so surprising because even though 10% of my sales were just from eBay, I only sold 6 items on eBay compared to 129 on Poshmark. And you know, you might say, oh, that's proportional. It's really not, because my average sales price on Poshmark before fees or anything else was $46.07, and then my eBay average sales price was $97.02. And you know, this is because of one really interesting thing I think is different between Poshmark and eBay. And actually, again, why I'm so grateful that I've been cross-listing. People really don't haggle with you like they do on Poshmark to get a really great deal for an item. On eBay, they'll either send you like one offer or they're just gonna buy it outright. I also thought that a lot of their offers were more reasonable than the ones I actually get on Poshmark. So again, I just thought it was very different. I'm really happy about how my cross-listing has been performing for me. So I definitely know this is something that I'm going to be continuing into the next month. So let's talk about what this all means, what my numbers mean to me, as well as what some of my goals are for the next month. And if you guys want to follow along as well, you guys can totally do these same things. I'm just like a guinea pig on this channel, so I'm really just trying out anything that I can. But, you know, I wanted to make an extra 2K on eBay, and I didn't get there, but I did get closer. A quarter of the way there is still closer than any other thing that I've gotten, because as you guys have seen, or maybe you haven't seen if you haven't seen my past videos, I've been consistent around selling 3K on Poshmark, and I really haven't been able to go over that ceiling yet. And I'm guessing once I get some more higher priced items in there as well, things will start to kick up a little bit. But eBay is definitely where it's at for me, and I will be continuing to cross-list, but also I am really looking for those items to pay up for now. So you guys know that I would spend a lot of time and money at the Goodwill bins, and let me tell you, I'm still going to be going to the bins because I think that they're important. But I will say I've been making majority of my sales on these higher profit items, so I'm going to continue to try to search them up and find them in person or on online retail arbitrage, because I think that they have the opportunity to make me more per item and also to raise my ASP. So my ASP was significantly higher on Poshmark even this past month, and I think it's because was that I was paying up for these items and, you know, getting a higher profit for them. But also, I've seen the majority of my sales have been through these higher ASP items, and I've been really getting excited when I can make more than $30 profit on an item. So one thing that I'm going to be working on this next month is only listing items that are $40 and over, and I'm hoping to at least make $30 profit on each item. Now this is a huge jump for me, but this makes a lot more sense. You know, even this past month I did sell less items than last month, but I was making way more. So if I'm trying to source more of these items more frequently, I think that I can really make some progress on reaching my 5K goal. Daily cross-listing is going to be so important to reach this goal, so I'm going to be consistently doing that. I noticed actually on my eBay dashboard when I am listing and cross-listing consistently daily, you know, I'm getting a lot more traffic on that platform. I think they're starting to trust me more. So I am looking forward to getting some more eBay sales this next month. It's so exciting when you hear like the little cha-ching on your phone. I'm definitely like addicted to that noise at this point. But yeah, this month was just so good to me, and I'm incredibly grateful and blessed. Thank you to everyone who watches this channel as well to make it possible for this channel to be monetized. Again, I'm just so grateful and so grateful for how this has been turning out for me. So if you guys like this video, please give it a little thumbs up down below. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure that you're tuned in to the next video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.